Hello and welcome back to SimCity 4. I'm your host, F the Grid, and today we are effing the grid. We're gonna build some diagonal highways through, how would you pronounce this here? I name these places and I don't even know what I'm doing sometimes. Hough. I'm not even gonna try it. Anyway, this is, and, I'm building some diagonal ramps here off of to make an interchange here. And this one's along the border of the tile, so it's a little wacky. But it goes along, basically this grassy avenue here goes all through the city, and it goes north-south up into the urban area past this marshy parkland. So this is going to be another overpass bridge over here. I just want something to go east-west to this other neighborhood. Should I start developing? Yeah, I've been watching my own videos back, and I realized that I say the word develop more than anybody else I've ever met in my life. I'm going to try and rein it in this time about the D word, but just let me know if it's too much. I mean, the problem is I'm just overdeveloping this area. It's just a little more street grid here as we're talking about overdevelopment. I always think it's fun to imagine the people who live along the service road, how they get tired of the whoosh of the traffic. Or maybe they pretend it's like the ocean. That's what I would do, just to keep my own sanity. This was cool how this road connected to the other one. It's always fun when things come together like that. You know, it's almost like, feels like you're doing the right thing. This ramp came out pretty good too, that way everybody doesn't have to exit onto the boulevard to make a right onto the service road. It's these little things that you have to think about that improve the flow of the area. So now I'm going over to Madawasan. This is to the east of the other tile, and we're just going to view the next part of the parkway going south out of the city. And so this is where it exits the urban area proper and sort of ventures into the suburban area across the river here. The Madawasan River is really the hard line between the city and the suburbs in my region. Got a lot of strip malls over here. These are my strip mall lots that I released over the years. So over here you can just see the big urbanized area that this highway tears through. And the boulevard that it begins to follow along the bridge across. So you can see here this intersection is massive but substandard. It just won't do for these two big roadways, so it has to be replaced. And now I'm having a really good think about what to do. So here I've decided and the work begins. It's crazy how fast this big intersection went away. Just figuring out my alignments here and doing some regrading. Sometimes the game really wants to crash, but then it doesn't. And you can use this network eraser to get rid of those blank tiles there that you see have popped up. Sometimes things just don't want to work. We're in a puzzle piece and be on our way. So here's the main line highway. It's going to split off into two directions and feed into this surface boulevard that travels across the city. and it'll also, here's the frontage road taking shape on the right here. Uh, it'll also feed into this mainline highway that's coming up, the parkway that we've been working on. It's just like a Y junction or a T junction or what have you. The interesting thing is it's not totally limited access, I suppose, because in order to make the southbound movement from the parkway onto the boulevard, you have to go through 2 traffic lights, which I don't think is really a problem because you're leaving the parkway. So one of those things where you gotta go, tough shit. It would just be wasteful and spurious for the department to build another ramp that essentially is redundant. I don't think that, in my head, my own little planning department wouldn't make that financial decision. So, and you can see here, I'm trying to minimize the footprint of the amount of lost homes. Eminent domain is an expensive and difficult process for communities to go through. It's really emotional and traumatizing to have a highway rip through your community. So, even with my Sims, I try not to do too much damage. You can see here we only lost, 15 homes. So that's not bad for something this size. I love these flex transition pieces, these ramps that you can just shove everything together whenever you want. I mean, it's amazing, this technology that we have now. This here is just the transition between the road and the highway, and it's pretty seamless. It's one of those things where it's not exactly correct, but it'll just have to do. And I'm just figuring out this alignment here, how to get everybody to do this movement elegantly. Sometimes things work, but then they don't really look good or feel right, and so you just gotta play with the geometry a little bit. That's what I find sometimes works better is, like here, I saw an opportunity to just make it a little more circular and pretty, rather than being so rough. So these lanes come together a little bit sooner. These lanes come together not quite as soon, closer to the light. Gives everybody some time to react. In reality, I would love to have this merge a little bit closer, but you don't want people weaving across in every direction. Like, what if people were coming off the ramp and they wanted to go up that other ramp? Like, that would be a disaster. So I don't know. I just opted to have them separate until almost the light. I like this little exit. I think it works pretty well for what it is. This is just a little exit to the service road. And you can see here the interchange is done. That was easy. And now to just fix up the train tracks. I'm putting a sort of turnaround thing in here. I think it's kind of fun to connect the 2 neighborhoods like that. The train just tunnels under. See, I was able to just build up the land this way. And always save first. Tunnel it straight through. That's something fun you can do. I opted to change this all to industrial development because I wanted a more urban vibe around here, and I think that that's the type of development that would be there. I'm sorry, I'm saying the D word again. This is the garbage facility down here by the river, and over here across the river you have the suburban area of Madawasan, and you can see how they come together. Well, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see any other type of interchanges, let me know in the comments. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later.